Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Come on in here and sit down and get yourself something hot or cold to drink, and let's open our Bibles up today as we look at Psalm 34, verses 7 and 8. This has just been a wonderful psalm, a time when David really seemed to be experiencing affliction. And so having that experience, he's able to relate to us and speak to us in our affliction. And so thinking about the affliction that David is under and the affliction that we experience presently, he says something very wonderful in verses 7 and 8. So let me read those for you. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that seeks refuge in him. Now you notice that this is spoken to the afflicted. This is good medicine, isn't it, for the afflicted? Because when you realize that the angel of the Lord encamps around those that fear him, and who's the him there? Is it the angel of the Lord? No, it's the Lord himself. Verse 6 tells us that. This afflicted man called, and the Lord heard, and saved him from all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those that fear him, and delivers them. So the Lord is the one who is being feared, and the Lord is the one who sends the angel of the Lord to do this work. So let's talk about this angel for a second. There's a whole lot of misinformation and bad theology around angels in our day. For some reason, we think they behave sort of like the mythological demigods, that they have powers and personalities that interact with humans and that they are independent of heaven and so forth. They're not at all, of course. They're simply servants, just like we are, creatures, just like we are. However, they're creatures on the spiritual plane, while we're creatures on a mortal plane. And these creatures on the spiritual plane have a role to perform, but now that's not what David is talking about. He's not talking about the angelic host. He's talking about one specific angel, the angel of the Lord. And every time we have the angel of the Lord mentioned in the Old Testament, what we have is a pre-incarnate appearance of the Christ. And so when Joshua sees the angel of the Lord before he attacks Jericho, and he wants to know the Lord's instruction, the angel of the Lord comes. This is nothing but the Lord Christ himself in a pre-incarnate form. And so here when David mentions the angel of the Lord, who's he talking about? Well, he's talking about the angel of the Lord, that is, the pre-incarnate Christ, encamping about those who fear God himself. And of course, when we think about that as believers, this is the very presence of Christ in our lives. He encamps around about us. Who needs an angel when you have the very presence of Christ himself via his Holy Spirit? You don't need an angel to perform ministry for you when you have the Holy Spirit encamping round about you. And for the afflicted man or woman today, what a comfort that is. If you're trusting in God, know this, that Jesus himself is camped about you. He is there by way of his Spirit, and the Spirit of God is there doing the work of ministry for you, protecting you. Notice that it says, he delivers you. He says, the angel of the Lord camps about those that fear him and delivers them. So afflicted man, afflicted woman, know this, he is going to deliver you. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Well, again, this is a great word for the afflicted, isn't it? Because when I'm afflicted, sometimes I don't think I see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. But you know what? I can taste and see that the Lord is good because the Lord encamps around those that fear him and delivers them. That is a certain goodness, isn't it? And it's a goodness that we can trust in. Blessed is the man that seeks refuge in him. Yes, there is a blessedness. There is a wonderful happiness for the man or the woman, boy or girl who trusts in God. And so the blessed is the man who seeks refuge in him. Why is that? Why is there a blessedness there? Because deliverance await. The encamping of the person of God himself in his Son awaits. The fullness of the Spirit of God awaits. It all awaits. Taste and see that the Lord is good. There's a blessing for the one, the afflicted one, who seeks refuge in him. And if you're afflicted, know this, it's a good place to find refuge. Well, I hope you'll join me tomorrow. We'll pick up right here in verse 9. We'll read 9 and 10 tomorrow here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.